As you can see, it's starting to get colder in here at the moment, and that's why a stretching class is not always the most ideal thing. But what we're going to do is try and do a stretching routine that at least keeps you warm and maybe still puts a bit of a sweat on. Okay, so these are all like flow movements or like dynamic stretching. Okay, so we'll give it a go now. So first exercise, we lunge forward as low as you can go, keeping your hips level, twist, and then standing back up. That's the first one. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of each. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. And 2. There's my music. 4. 6. There we go. There's the music. So where's the music? 7. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. This next one is a sequence that starts off simple and gets increasingly difficult. Okay. So first is nice and easy. In your plank, you just bring one leg up, twist to that side, and then bring the leg back. Okay, let's have a go. So bring the leg up, twist, look up to your hand, and down, and come back. And 2. 3. 8. 9. 10. Okay. So from here now, if I show you the sequence, so what happens here is as you go forward, you let your knees bend as much as you want. As you bring your arms up, you sit down as low as you can. So it goes 1, 2. Okay, up to you how low you get and how straight you keep your legs. Okay, so breathe in, and out, breathe in, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll go back into our plank move now. You can do the one we did earlier, but the next progression is, as I bring the leg forward and lift the arm up, the back leg kicks through and then comes back. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it'll definitely get you warm. Okay, let's go. 10 seconds. So bring the leg up, still twist, kick the leg through, bring it back and step, and that's 1. 2. You can't keep up with me, just go at your own pace. Go faster than that. 22. So if you can't get your leg up, just bring your knee forward, okay? There's always a modification you can do. You can't take your whole leg through. Just bring your knee through a little bit and then bring it back. And then 10. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, and stand it up. So this is like one of my favorite three, and I look at 4-part stretches. Now you can do this with your hands down on the floor or hands off the floor. Obviously, it's more difficult with the hands off the floor. So you take your legs wide as you like, okay, and then you lunge over to one side. Okay, so with hands down, it looks like this. So once I've lunged as far as I can, I drop that back knee. Keeping my hip low, try and pick the knee up. Now I'm going to turn the toes in the same direction, try and sit down low with my hip, and then point the toes out, trying to keep this bottom heel off the floor. And then I push across to the other side. And now I'm doing everything again. So I lunge, drop the back knee, pick the back knee up and turn, and then rotate the toes. So bring your legs in a little bit, that's it. So push across now, Alex. Push across into that knee. Keep your feet where they are. Push across into your front knee. Push across. That's it. Come up onto your toes. Now drop that knee. Now pick it up. Now turn the toes towards this wall. And sit down on that hip there. That's it. Now take that toe up and point it to the ceiling. There you go. Now push over to the other side. And do everything again. You turn that over to the toe. Drop the back knee. Pick it up. Turn the toes forward. Turn the heel. So what are we on now? I think we're on about 6. 7. 8. Last 2. 9. And 10. Okay. Last one of the plank ones, and then I think we'll be fully warm. Okay. If you found that middle one difficult, you could skip it out. So watch me. I take the knee forward, twist. Option B, whether you want to take the leg back. Once you take the leg back, put that back heel down and try and stand up. Okay? You just stand up in our lunge. So watch one more time. So come forward. So for example, if you want to miss out the kick through, just lift up like this. Okay? But this really, you can feel stability. Okay? 10 of these and then we'll be fully warm, I hope. Okay? Great, let's go. So twist, kick through, bring back, heel down, stand up. Last 2, 1. Last 1. Good, definitely works. Okay, all right. So come down on the floor now. We're going to do a little bit. Open up the quadriceps and the lower back. So again, the idea is listen to your body. If your knees start to hurt or your lower back starts to hurt, back off. The main thing you should be working is the quads and the hip flexors. Okay. So if I show you from the side, I'll go through in stages. The first one is to put your hands behind your back, push your hips forward, and then lean backwards. Breathe. Now to put that into like a little set, so we're gonna quadriceps to get tight and also the calves to get tight. We're gonna start off by coming into a much higher down dog than normal. Okay, and we'll just walk the dog 10 times. So push the heel in, the other heel is gonna be 10 times. So ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. This next one, I'm just going to show you the blocks. So a good midway point is to have your blocks behind your feet here. You don't have to have your blocks here, I'm just showing you a variation. Okay. So now what's going to happen is you're going to come back. You have your hands on your hips again if I was trying to. You have your hands on your heels, all the hands on the block. So with hands on blocks, what I want you to do is sit down and pop up. Okay, we're going to do 10. Okay, ready. Hands on the heels or blocks on your back. So lower it and lift it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. We're going to go back into our kind of narrow down dog pose. Okay, so watch me first. I'm going to come right up on my toes, and then I'm going to bend my knee. Now, if you can bend your knees a lot, it'll look like this. But if you don't bend your knees a little, that's fine. So come right up on my toes, and then sit back down. Okay, we're going to do 10. Okay, ready. Up on the toes, bend the knees, sit back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a real work up your quads, yeah? So now we'll stretch them out. So if the blocks were where you're at, that's fine. Now, start with your hands back. Instead of starting them up right now, we're going to start in seated. Okay? And this time, we're going to lift up, and it's okay if you let the head drop back. Okay? So still feel free to put your hands on the block. Okay? Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we've worked the quads and the calves. It's good to give the hips a little workout now, okay? So we're going to come onto all fours. While you're doing this exercise, imagine that your block was resting on your sacrum, yeah? So you keep everything neutral, okay? What we're going to do from here is 10 big circles with our hip, but pushing your hands on the floor, keeping everything still, okay? Let's go for it. Into our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change leg. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go to the quads again, but this time we're going to lift and hold up 5 seconds each time. So take your arms back as far as they're going up. So you can see your hands on blocks, hands on the floor. Maybe you're at forearms to the floor. Okay, but if it hurts the lower back, it's back off. Now you might not be able to lift your hips at all, but think about lifting your hips up and hold for 5 seconds. So lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. And lift again. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Lift one more time. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now feels okay if you maybe got a block underneath your head. Keeping the line all the way back as far as you can for final quad stretch, just to give those quads a little bit of TLC. And then roll up. Fantastic. Okay. Now we're going to give the hamstring a little bit of a burner. Okay. So it's going to start simple and get more intense. But again, when we get to your limit, stay. So leg forward. Hand can be on a block or hand can be on the floor. So this is the easy one, okay? So just rock forward and back, okay? Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you can put your hands on 2 blocks or hands on the floor, rock, let your leg go a little bit forward so it's on the heel, and same thing. Lunge forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, this is the one some of you might not be able to do. What you've got to do now is curl your back toes and lift your back knee off the floor. So it's exactly the same thing, but now the back knee is on the floor. So this should be a much deeper hip flexor stretch and hamstring stretch. So keep your chest to your leg best you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic, guys. Get all that hamstring feels prepared. The other one, and change legs. Okay, so starts off easy. Leg on the floor, flossing back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring both hands to the floor, allow the foot to come onto the heel. And again, flossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if available to you, and it's okay, put your back toe off the floor and straighten the back leg. Okay, rock it forward and back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Okay. What I want to do for the floor stretching now is give you some what I call like stretching hacks to help with your straddle pose and your pancake pose. Okay, which are two poses that people just like when people start, they sit like this and they're like, I'll never even sit up straight, I'll never fall forward. So these are some things to see if you help. Okay, so without doing any straddle stretching, just to see if it works, just make a note of how far you can fall forward. So the first thing you need to be honest with yourself: can you sit up straight? As the honest thing, can we sit up straight with our legs out wide? Okay, that's number one. Then see if you can tip forward. So keeping your back straight. Where are you honestly? Is it hands? That's what I call like a level 2. Is it forearms? This is without the stretching. So we want to see if we improve. So I want to get to a point where no one can do. Is it hands? Is it stacked? Is it stacked here? Or is it flat to the floor? Okay. So wherever you are now, I want to see that after these stretching hacks to see if you can go like one level further. Does that make sense? So the first one is to bring the legs in quite substantially and be able to grab onto your feet. It doesn't matter how you hold your feet, whether you hold the tops, the sides, the heels, doesn't really matter. As long as you can push into your hands. So what I want you to do is, this is going to be quite long, it's going to be quite intense. For 10 seconds, I want you to push your feet into your hands and try and straighten your legs. You won't be able to, okay? Because otherwise you'll rip your shoulders out. But that's the idea, okay? So when you push into your hands for 10 seconds, go for it. So push. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax, okay? Now, if okay for you, take the legs out a little bit wider and just a little bit straighter. But you still need to be able to get your hands on your feet. If you can't get your hands on your feet, no good. Bring them back in a bit, okay? So, and then push into your hands and bring your head forward as well. So you're pushing and leaning, okay? Ready, go for it. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. See if I go a little bit wider and a little bit straighter. Make sure you still hold on to your hands and push into the hands. Go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, see how far you can fall forward now. A little bit further. Just a switch. That's fine. That's fine. A little switch is in stretching. The switch is huge. Okay. How much is a tad? Okay. So we're now going to go from one leg to the other. Okay. So it's a similar thing now. I want you to see how far you can fold over this leg. So again, sit up straight is number 1. Can you get your hands forward? Can you put your forearms down? Can you get your head to your knee? Okay. So just look at that first. Now, it's a similar sort of thing. Bend the leg, hold on to the foot, and push into the hand. Okay, so similar sort of thing. Keeping the leg bent, push into your hand for 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go to the other side. So bend it substantially, hold on to the hand, and push into your hand. Ready? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, give them a shake, give them a shake. One more time, bend, hold, push it. Ready? 1. And other one. Hold on. Ready, push into your hand. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, now see how far you can fold over. Another side. Okay, okay, good. Next hack. So we're going to turn the toes back. All I want you to do is turn the toes back as far as you can and try and sit up as straight as you can. While you're here, I want you to think about your cat-cow breathing. So as you breathe in, look up to the ceiling, arch your back. As you breathe out, But we're going to do 5 of these. Okay, so breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now I'm conscious that we've been here for a while. So bring your legs in, bend them, do a little bit of windscreen movements. Because if you stay in a stretch for too long, your muscles can start to seize up and you don't want that. So you always want to keep them fresh. Okay, a little bit of an out the hip one that can help you out is this. Cross one leg and bring the other leg over. Again, make sure you sit up straight. So if you can't quite sit up straight, sit on your block. Now, if you can pull in like this and feel a great stretch, fantastic. That's numero uno glute hip stretch for me. But a little hack is to lower your elbow down to that foot, grab on, push into the knee, and then twist and look up to the ceiling. It's very simple. But for me, it just makes the hip stretch more intense. Now, you can change your leg the old-fashioned way, but I'm a big kid, and I like to stand up and then sit down and twist. Okay, so again, if I say, Adam, almost, practice that one at home, yeah? Practice in front of a mirror, okay? So again, if pulling in is good for you, that's fine. If okay, if you drop the elbow, twist and turn. Good. Okay, we'll go back to the forward stretch one more time. I'll give you one more hack, and then we'll see if it's improved your forward pancake forward straddle stretch. Okay, so now your legs hopefully should feel like they can go a little bit wider. If that helps. Okay, so take your legs out wider, but obviously listen to your body. Now, this one is twofold. What we're going to do is we're going to turn the toes back, and what I do is visualize this with my arms. So you don't have to do this with your arms. You can feel silly, but I like to do this with my arms. So I'm like cactus arms. As my toes go forward now, I let my arms go forward, let my whole body's facing. So just this motion of like doing like a folding press, it helps me to go forward. So my toes are going back, and then I roll forward. So it's 3. That's 4. And I just feel myself every time just folding a bit further forward. 5. Turn them right back. 6. And you add the thumbs as well. That's what we're going to thumbs back. Thumbs forward, yeah, thumbs back. Well, I lost count. 8. And then 9. And then 10. Yeah, okay. Now, 2 things. You can either turn your toes over like this. So one toe is going forward, one toe is going back, okay? Or, this is when I wash my hands down, my hand comes in front, and I actually lift my hips. Okay, so it's up to you. Listen to your body. If you can't lift your hips, don't lift your hips. But if you can lift your hips, fantastic. Go side to side, just turn your toe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Let's have a go. See how far you can fold over one leg. If it's even a smidge more than before, excellent. Over the other side. Okay. Now, ultimate test. Can you fall forward further? Even in this cold weather, I can't believe this. Okay, good. Okay, give your legs a shake. That's intense. But they are my hacks for the straddle. So hopefully they've helped you out a little bit. They're hacks. I don't say they're instead of stretching, but they're nice little things to improve. So what we want to do now is again a month ago I accidentally hurt in stretching injured Haroon over the coat, but I accidentally hurt. So what we want to do is we want to make sure our legs are strong now, so we don't get injuries on this part of the leg, which can happen a lot in martial arts. Okay. So these are strengthening exercise, and what I would say to you is when when 20 seconds, when 30 seconds becomes easy for you, put a leg weight on. Just a small ankle weight, a kilogram or two, makes it 10 times harder. Okay. We're not going to do it with a weight today, but if you're trying to improve, if you're trying to get things stronger, like anything, adding weight helps. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It's going to start, but hopefully you can get it okay. All right. So first of all, we're going to go into our frog stretch now. So come back onto your knees, hands down, take the legs wide. Okay. So from here, as it toes are out. Okay. Now, I'll give you a shout with this. You can have your hands on the floor, you can have your hands on your block, or if you're very, very strong and flexible, you can come up off the floor. It's totally up to you, okay? When the 20 seconds start? When it start at 20 seconds. Okay, so let me put the timer in. So for 20 seconds, we're going to be pushing our knees through the floor. So imagine there's no floor there, boom, and our knees to go through the floor, like a nutcracker or a spanner or something like that, okay? So, ready, let's go. So, pushing down to the floor for 20 seconds. It sucks. Now, let everything relax, come down. Let it relax. Now, we're going to lift our knees off the floor. So, push down with your feet. And I know you won't be able to lift your knees off the floor, but think about lifting your knees. Lifting your knees, so your hands can be down, forearms can be down, but you're trying to lift your knees off the floor. It won't happen, but think about that, lifting those knees. Okay, and rest. Now we're going to do that all again. Okay, so get ready for it. We'll do those 2 sets again. So 3, 2, 1. Push down to the floor. Push down. Squeeze. Squeeze in, squeeze, squeeze in. I know, it's horrible. Relax. And then we're going to try and lift the knees off the floor. So one tip you can do is put all the weight into your hands as you're trying to lift your knees. Okay? So put that weight into the hands or the forearms and lift the knees like you're lifting off the floor. Ten seconds has never been so long. And come out of it. Give your hips a circle. Horrible, horrible feeling. Okay, so now we are going to do the pose that can only be described as the pissing dog. Okay, so you're on or pose. As soon as I do it, you'll realize I lift my leg up and hold it. I'm trying to keep my knee, my heel, and my hip all in line. Okay, for 20 seconds. Then we're going to bring it down. We're going to do 2 sets on one side. Then we're going to do 2 sets on the other side. Okay, it's pretty intense. Okay, you start to cramp up, just come out of it and come back in. And go for it. Lift. So concentrate on pushing everything through your hands so your sacrum stays neutral. You're not leaning over to one side. Keep lifting, trying to keep it as high as possible, knee high as possible. 3, 2, 1. Put that side down. Just rock your hips side to side. Give it a bit of TLC, and we're going to lift that same side again. Okay. Ready, lift. And rest. Give it a shake. You're going to lift the other side now. The other side, lifting in 3, 2, 1, and lift. Try and get the knee and the heel in line. It's not as easy as it sounds. Three, 2, 1, and down. Give the hips a shake. Get ready to lift that side again. Ready, lift. And rest. Okay, just sit down. Chill out while I explain the next bit. So we're gonna do that all again, but it's gonna be even harder. Okay. So if I can explain now, my knee is at pretty much the same angle. The difference is my leg is straight, my big toe is down, and then I lift my heel. You should only be able to lift your leg off the floor a couple of inches. If I can lift it up like that, that's the angle's all wrong. So make sure heel is in line with hip, big toe is down, and then lift. Okay, so you should only be able to lift it like a couple of inches max. Okay, and again, we're going to do 2 sets on one side and 2 sets on the other side. Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Don't forget to breathe. And put it down. Bend the leg a little bit before we lift it up again. Same side again. 3, 2, 1, and ready, lift. Good. And then the other side. Get the leg out. And lift big toe down. Still push everything through the hands. You don't lean side to side. And rest. Bend the knee. Last time, and it's over. Okay, and lift. Time down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the nightmare is over. Okay, well done, everyone. So, if you're ever looking to test yourself on that, say like, are my legs getting stronger or not? What you do is you do the first set of stretches you did in frog stretch, but instead of being in frog stretch, so supporting your own weight, push down for 20 seconds. Then put your hands down to chill. And then the way I think about this is turning my heels up. So I'm lifting my knees up. Okay, but have your hands on something. Okay, so have your hands on like a medicine ball or something. And you do like 2 or 3 rounds of that, and that would make your legs super strong. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to chill out now and give a bit of TLC to your legs. So let's start off with a figure 4 pose. So cross it over, bring it in. Now, what I'm going to do this to make it a little bit harder. A couple of things you can do. You can push the top knee away, but you can also straighten the top leg and reach for that as you push the knee away. And that is a killer hamstring and hip stretch all in one. And switch sides. So we'll come in first. Just hold on. That's working out good. Straighten one leg, grab it, with the other leg, push the knee away. So, right. Lay down, arms to the side, or cactus arms. Windscreen right to the knees again. Side to side. and then drop over to one side and bring the bottom heel over the top knee. And you look over the other shoulder. Switch. You know, to the side. And sit up. So, straddle stretch, I think it's a stretch that you can kind of do just a little bit every day, even if it's not your maximum straddle. Just sitting in straddle stretch for 5-10 minutes a day is really good for you. The other stretch to counterbalance that is your cross leg. So obviously, if sitting like this hurts your hips, start with that. Don't do this next one. But for most people, they can sit up like this. Okay. What people can't do is they can't put one foot over the other and their knee just pops up like that. So again, put a block, put a couple of cushions underneath and sit on it. If you sit like this, just set a timer for 2-3 minutes every day. Eventually, you'll be able to go without it. And then eventually, you'll be able to go forward and lean. Okay, so if you're looking for stretches every day, this is one with the double cross. It was called Fire Log, and this is really good. You don't even have to do anything. Just set the timer and just sit there. Okay, so it's great. So change the cross. So again, if your knee is all the way over here, what you need to do is tell the muscle to chill out. So you need to put something there to kind of lean on it, and it might be this height. And that's the great thing about the yoga block is you can flip it so it goes down lower. Maybe then you change it for a cushion. And once you can lay like that, just put a block or 2 blocks in front of you and lean your head forward. And just set the timer and breathe. But that's a good one to mix with your straddle stretch, because straddle is easy, you know, just to sit and, you know, like for example, if you're playing a computer game or reading a book or looking at your phone, you just hear it naturally folding forward, and then you make it harder by just putting that forward. So just sitting like that, it's fine. But if you sit like that all the time, these hips will just switch off. So you need to counterbalance it with another stretch. They're 2 good seated stretches that kind of work well together. Cheers, guys. I hope the weather doesn't kill you as you leave, but it's pretty bad. Okay. All right. So. Okay. What? Yeah, let's find out. Oh, awesome. What we say, Alice, is you might want to do like